listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
What up, though? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Go MC Spaceship Oasis the Incredible. Back for another edition of In This Corner, Pro Wrestling with a Kick, where we do our official Raw recap for Monday Night Raw, WWE. And yeah. What up, though, my baby? It was on Netflix tonight. I ain't have Netflix yesterday. I had Netflix today, though. And I was excited about it. I was wondering, because, you know, I watched and read so much. They were, oh, it's going to be 4 hours. It's going to be this long. It's going to be that long. I'm like, oh, God, it's this long. I'm not doing a post show. I'm doing a post show if it's long. Because, you know, life is back to life now. But it was not. It gave us 3 hours. 4 matches in 3 hours. They gave us 4 matches in 2 hours. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. The matches were a little bit longer. I didn't get the Rhea or the end of the Rhea match or the Uso match, which I'm kind of shocked about. But I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Go to the YouTube, like, subscribe. Because this place on YouTube as well. But it was in Los Angeles, y'all. How did y'all feel about the Raw tonight? How did y'all feel about Raw overall tonight? Thought it was pretty good. They said this was supposed to be the WrestleMania, and you knew it was serious when Triple H came out, and they had some stars there. They had I don't know what's going on with Austin, man. You tripping, bro? You need to be there, right? We had The Rock, we had Triple H, we had Cena, we had Undertaker. Give me my Austin. Give me my Austin, right? I just want to make it feel good. But Triple H came out, 17,000 plus in Los Angeles. He welcomes us to the Netflix era. I realized watching this, like, there was really nothing special about this show. That's my hot take. Yes, the matches was good, but they didn't do anything, like, to me. They had more wrestlers, of course. What up, Mary? What you think about Raw, Mary? But they did not, it wasn't nothing spectacular happened. Right? It was just a regular Raw. Clean finishes, good. I think that'd probably be the only thing. All of them had clean finishes, except, of course, the first match, but that wasn't going to have a clean finish. But then The Rock comes out. And I thought The Rock, yes, it was still too. That's why I say 4 matches in 3 hours, it was still too much talking. And I'm always the type that says, okay, this is the first one. What up, Shankadank? What up, my baby? And I've always been like, you know, this is the first one, so they're gonna fix it. I'm just talking some wrestling, Big Shank. What's good with you, bro? You still in the letter? Where you at, man? The Rock comes out. He thanks the crowd, and you knew he was in business mode. Oh, we're gonna talk about Hulk, and we're gonna talk about Nikki Bella. I mean, you know, Nikki Bella gonna be there. That's Nikki Bella. She gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What up, Zoe? Yeah. So he comes out. He's in business mode, and he's shouting out everybody. He shouts out Cody, and I was really kind of weirded by this. Because I'm like, he ain't talking shit. He did make the comment about Ash, tell your mama The Rock says hi or something like that. So I was like, okay. But he didn't really say, what's up, my baby? He didn't really go into heel mode. He stayed by the ring. Solo and Roman came out first in the Tribal Rule match. The match started, wrestling, of course, starts at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. The match started at 7:32. You had 30 minutes of Triple H and The Rock and talking and intros. I didn't like that. Come on, man. And I know they hyped up every match that was going to be on there, but you could have gave us another match. You could have gave us 5 matches. You could have gave us 5. You could have gave us 6, something. But having though the match I mentioned was pretty slow to start. Yeah, Punk and Rollins versus the New Day. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, The Rock. Yeah, but the match started slow, and I kind of like how they had damn near Solo dominate Roman. You know what I'm saying? They had Solo dominate Roman at the beginning, and I kind of felt like, okay, he wasn't gonna win once they had him dominate Roman like that, like he was beating Roman. And I think if they would have told a better story, like before they wrestled, like Roman, you're old. Roman, you don't need to be the tribal chief. Roman, and then had Solo beating Roman like that, I think we could have elicited more sympathy because for me, it was like, okay, I know Roman's gonna make his comeback. But they kind of like how they had when the Kane and the Undertaker. Remember when the Undertaker was in that vegetative state, and then when he came back and they announced, then they found out it was Kane that actually put him in there, and Kane beat him like 2 times in a row because Undertaker just wasn't Undertaker. I think they could have did that with Reigns to show, okay, he's a little weak. So, you know, the match comes and he Superman punch and hits him with the spear, 1, 2. Tama Tonga comes out. Then you got Jacob Fatu come out. And I know we talk about Jacob versus Roman, but right now, Jacob ain't there yet. Jacob wasn't there yet. But after everybody came out, then Sammy and Jimmy came out, that's when the match picked up. Best part of the match is when KO came out. Love that. Love KO coming out because the reason KO turned is because he does not like Roman. We're going to get the Rhea Ripley. And so KO coming out, Cody coming out, very, very interesting. And Sammy and KO was out there together. Very interesting. Very interesting. I noticed Jey didn't come out. And I was like, where's Jey? Because when Sammy and Jimmy came out, I'm thinking, oh, they'll give Jey his own intro so they can play the music. But then Jey had a match. And Drew had a match. So neither one of them came out. Had the ref bumps. And even when Tama pulled the ref out and they didn't show him, didn't you all think that was Heyman? I thought it was Heyman. Kind of how he did Brock Lesnar against the Big Show. I said, ooh. Then they showed Tama. I was like, okay. I would have hated for Roman. And it could have been a Rock. I didn't want Heyman to turn on Roman. But then he gives him the solo the spike. Roman kicks out. Ooh, that got me. Then he hit a Samoan spike to the ref. And the ref had that big ass earpiece. Right here, I noticed that big ass earpiece. Come to find out, it was like a ref cam. I ain't really like that. Nigga look like Bobby Brown in the My Prerogative video. That motherfucker was huge. I don't want that big ass thing. I don't need that. Okay, then Sammy comes down first, then Jimmy. Spear, but no ref. Kick out by Solo. Then I said, now this is getting good. KO comes in, hits a stunner by KO. Cody comes out. Cody cutter on KO. Then I said, that's when I realized Jey hadn't came out. I thought Drew was going to come out. Then Dre was going to come out. And Roman wins with 2 spears in 22 minutes. The second half of the match was great. The first half was kind of slow, kind of dragged on. I said the first 10, the next 12, it picked up. It picked up, and I liked it. And that's when it started feeling like a pay-per-view match. I liked the beginning, but it was, like I said, Solo dominating the match was good, but it just wasn't believable. It felt more of, okay, this is what we got to do till we get to the end. Now, towards the end, when all the bullshit started happening, I started thinking like Solo might win this hoe. But thank God Solo. So I'm wondering what's going to happen to Solo now. He doesn't have the Ulafala. What is Jacob going to do? Solo can't go back to being a face. He can't be a face. He can't go back to the bloodline. So what's going to happen with Solo now? Who are they going to go after? What are they going to do? So we'll check that out. The Rock comes out now after he wins. I'm like, okay, here we go. Rock asked for the Ulafala from Heyman. I'm thinking, okay, he's going to give him the Ulafala. He's going to hit it with a rock bottom. Whoop-de-whoop. None of that. So it has me thinking now, is Rock really going to be at Raw? Rock was there because it was Netflix. But nah, they can't fight the New Day. They both heels on different brands. I know. I can see Punk and Rollins before I can see the Bloodline fighting New Day. But he puts the Ula follow on Roman. He does not rock bottom him. He doesn't hit him from behind. Even Paul Heyman put the one up. I thought he was going to do something in. But he doesn't. He hugged him. And so I'm wondering, like, was The Rock there just as a business person? And later on, we saw Rock hugging Cody in the back and all that. So I'm like, Maybe Rock understands, especially with Cena being back, it ain't time. He can come back Royal Rumble. SummerSlam. I don't know if Rock's going to fight at WrestleMania. Rock, and the last 2 years, WrestleMania has been so foggy. Like, for the longest, I've been watching all the WrestleManias. For the longest of time, we kind of knew what the WrestleMania matches was going to look like. These last 2 years, I don't know what they look like. I don't know who's going to be fighting for the title. What up, AC? Yeah, he surprised me too. Then you had the little Penta promo. Chad Gable probably going to fight him next week. And then we're going to have Rhea and Penta versus the New Day first. He can't do nothing in NXT. He ain't do nothing in NXT. You had John Cena segment, talked about how he started in LA, PWG. The prototype started there as well. And people, talking about where he started and people asking when he was going to win the title, break the record by Ric Flair. He discussed it for 2,344 days since he's won his last match. That's a lot. Let's see. 2,344 divided by 365. That's damn near 6.5 years. John Cena ain't won a match in 6.5 years. Ha! That's crazy. Right? But he said he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. And that's how he may win the Royal Rumble and get his match. Who would you rather see him against, Cody or Gunther? That's interesting. Then at 8:20, we had our second match, which was Liv and Rhea for the women's title. At this time, I noticed, okay, I said, so Netflix, has been on for over an hour. Netflix has been working well. We had the little scare or whatever based off the fight, but it was working pretty well. How was y'all Netflix working for y'all? Rhea hit the powerbomb before commercial. Nice match. Nice. Liv is grew on me. Shout to Liv. She lived a great. She had a great reign. I don't think it was it was a good reign. I won't say great. She had Oblivion into the chair, and to me, this match looked like their SummerSlam match. It had a lot of things from their SummerSlam match, a lot of pieces, and I realized like they only fought. This is only their second one-on-one match. This is only a second one-on-one match. They had the mixed tag match, but they have not fought, and it made it still feel like new and fresh, right? I wonder why Liv. I know you with Dom, but why you doing the Eddie Guerrero shit? That's cheap heat, sweetie. You ain't got. Get over it. We know Dom is Ray's son. You ain't got to do Eddie Guerrero. That does nothing. That's just some cheap heat. She hit the frog splash, 2 count. You had Rhea hit a riptide. Liv jumped out. Rhea blocks the Oblivion again. She hits 2 riptides and wins the title. So Rhea Ripley is once again your women's world champion. And then at the end of the match, she hits Dom with a huge riptide, which I think put a bow on that feud. I don't think she will. I think everybody wanted to see her hit a riptide on Dom. She hit a low blow to the riptide. I think they're not going to have a match. So I think that was clearing that one up. Next week, Finn fights Damian Priest in a street fight. I think that's going to clear that up. I think both of these feuds is going to be done. Judgment Day is going to break up. As Rhea was walking to the back, the Undertaker came. Drove his bike around. Just real quick. Nothing big. When you heard the gong, though, you was like, oh, shit, right? Like, boom. Like, oh! That was dope. That was dope as fuck, right? He drives around, then Rhea and him pose together with the fist in the back. So that was pretty dope. High five Rhea. Gave her a nice little rub, even though she ain't need it. Then you had everybody in the skybox. And you got all these faces. And then over the corner, you got the New Day. Why they even over there with the faces? Why y'all even up there? Y'all supposed to be where the heels at, grumpy and shit. Because y'all over here looking salty. Ass fuck. Then they got mad when they was talking to Gabriel Iglesias later on about we still haven't told our side of the story. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Y'all could have been told y'all story. We almost getting tired of it. Hurry up. Hurry up. Tell your story, motherfucker. Chad Gable wants a luchador. They didn't look mad as hell. Salty as hell. So I think next week is when we're going to get Penta. And then I thought they had Travis Scott come out. I thought he was going to perform. This motherfucker. First of all, Pat McAfee was like, Travis Scott with the Sage. And I guess this is just showing the Netflix era and the difference now. But this motherfucker hit a vape pen in the stadium, in the arena. I'm going to say it was CBD, y'all. We don't know what it was. But he was hitting that pen like a motherfucker, wasn't he? He hit that vape like a motherfucker. I say, Travis Scott ain't shit, boy. And then Uso came out. So this was real. It was really close, back to back. So we had Jey Uso, and the intros were so long. I paid a $6.99, so the commercials were so long. It felt like USA Raw. You gave me nothing extra. And so you had the match with Jay and Drew. I was fucking shocked. I just knew Drew McIntyre, and they botched the finish. He went for a Claymore, failed, Schoolboy, and he won. And I said, oh, but I think Jey Uso needed to win. I think we forget that Jey Uso is one of the biggest faces on Raw. Drew McIntyre don't lose shit. He gets angrier. He can get his win back. Saturday Night Main Event, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, whichever one he wants. But I like that Jey Uso won that match. He's still a super kick cancer, though. I want to see Jey Uso add something to his repertoire. I don't want to get bored with his matches. His intro is fire. But once he starts wrestling, we do get a little bored with it. So I need him to fix that. Gunther. Then after that, you had Gunther. Gunther segment where he says this is not a new arena for him. This is not a new era for him. This is the place where people come to die. This is where you come where your dream's gonna die. So we're gonna see. I don't know if we're gonna do Gunther and CM Punk at Royal Rumble, which may be nice. You had your New Day. Roman and Paul, January 27th. Paul was talking about we need to have like a ceremony back to the the tribal chief and let everybody see. So he said January 27th, and I was like, Then he walked into the room with the 2K25 logo on it, and the crowd was like, oh, like that wasn't a big deal to me. I don't know what the fuck that meant, right? But we're gonna see in the 27th. That's 3 weeks away, and it's gonna be on Raw. So we'll see if Roman will now just be on Raw permanently. These motherfuckers had Hulk Hogan come out. Yeah, I mean, I guess a new video game, but it didn't do nothing for me. I ain't never really bought a WWE video game. I ain't tripped about it. But Hulk Hogan comes out. And at first it was mixed. There was some cheers. But baby, when he started talking, they booed the shit out of him. I wonder if they got the hint. Hulk Hogan, you fucked up your demographic being on the Republican National Convention and being racist and doing all the shit you've done. You are killing your legacy. Stay out the fucking way, bro. And having Jimmy Hart out there waving the American flag ain't gonna do nothing. Man, they killed Hulk Hogan. I say, God damn. But he did a good job with his promo because he didn't get rattled. You tried to do that. You can hear boo. Like, they booed the shit out of Hulk Hogan. I don't even remember what Hulk Hogan was talking about. I know they had his beer shit and all this and all my Hulkamaniacs, and because of y'all, they like, we don't want to hear this shit. They are over Hulk Hogan. Go ahead and retire. Hulk Hogan, this should let you know. They're not fucking with you no more. This ain't a Trump crowd, bro. And I was thinking, like, I say I was watching the WrestleMania, and they've had Trump on so many WrestleManias. I wonder what happened if Trump came on WWE. He probably won't now since he's the president. But, Trump and Vince McMahon were very close. So that's very interesting. Then you had Punk and Seth at 9:44 start time. And I was eating spaghetti. Me and Fat Boy was eating dinner at this time, so we were just watching. And Fat Boy was like, CM Punk going to win. And I didn't think CM Punk was going to win, but Fat Boy said CM Punk was going to win. And it was a good, hard-hitting match. They started off with the clotheslines. I thought Seth was trying to get him out the ring, but they really had good chemistry. It was a fluid-ass match. And I want to watch it again because I don't know if it was Seth or if it was both of them. I'm not going to give Punk that much credit because I don't think Punk has been wrestling up to his greatness. He's been led a lot. And he knows how to fill in the pieces and work his thing. But Seth is amazing. And Seth's so amazing, the crowd couldn't boo Seth. They couldn't boo Seth. They do each other finishing moves on each other. They get 2 counts, right? They go outside. They hit a stump. Let me see what else I got. Seth hits another curve stump finally on CM Punk, but Punk get his foot on the ropes. Then at the ending segment, they had a reversal, and Punk hit a GTS. Seth bounces off, hits the ropes. Now Punk is down on his knees, which I think this was beautiful how they did it. And Seth falls back on CM Punk's shoulders. Punk gets him back up, hits a second GTS, and he wins their first match, which I think he really needed to do. I think this excites Seth. It adds to their feud. Seth may come back and want revenge because for Seth, he's saying, I got to get this cancer out. If Seth would have won first, then the cancer would have been out. But Seth has to get frustrated. And Seth's going to have to come back and do something to CM Punk to keep this feud going because I do not think this is the last time they're going to wrestle. I think it's the best. I think it's good for them to get it out. I think they're in the back right now saying, great job. Okay, how we feeling? Talking about this shit now, understand each other. But I just don't see this feud ending. And like I said, even if I see Punk and Gunther at Royal Rumble, I think Seth might jump in that. I think in Elimination Chamber, Seth might win the title or Punk might win the title because I think we're going to have Cody versus Cena. I think also, let me say this. If you notice, Roman Reigns has not been fighting in the main event as much. I think they're doing that on purpose so that we don't think Roman Reigns has to get the last match. Because if Roman fights Drew, he does not have to be in the main event. If Roman and Drew end up wrestling, I don't think they have to be in the main event. I don't even know if Roman and Rock has to be in the main event. I think if you get Seth Punk night 1, Cody Cena night 2. And the only reason why I say that because I don't see any women matches right now being big enough for the main event. Regardless if they win or not. Regardless of who's in it. Even Rhea Io, I don't think that's big enough. Rhea Beth, I don't think they did that Becky, they did that last year. Rhea Bianca, maybe, but Bianca will have to lose the titles, go over to Raw, because even if she goes to the titles with Raw, I don't think she's going to win the title. So I don't think there's nobody on the women's side. Tiffany Charlotte's not big enough to main event. Tiffany ain't ready to main event yet. And these are just my predictions for my WrestleMania card. I might put together a WrestleMania card and come back with y'all this week and see if I can try to do that, right? See if I can put together my WrestleMania card as of right now. And I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to try to do it once a week. Let me write that down so I won't forget. So my WrestleMania card once a week. I might do it bi-weekly. Because if I do it once a week, it might not change much. I'm going to try to do a WrestleMania card bi-weekly. And then we can see where we go from there. See how it happens, man. What y'all think about tonight, man? I'll give it 3.5 chips. I don't think it was bad. I think all the matches were amazing. They were all pay-per-view caliber matches. I think there was just too many advertisements, too many commercials, too much talking, and too many interview and promo segments. Get us another match. Yeah, but if Jey come back, Jey gonna fight Naomi or Bianca. I I don't see her fighting anybody else when she comes back, right? But yeah, so yeah, it was just a little bit too much talk. I'm probably gonna throw a Royal Rumble party. How y'all feel about Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia? They mentioned the ladies can't dress how they want to dress, but even if it's in Saudi Arabia, I like it because it's gonna start earlier. I might not have a Royal Rumble party because I don't want motherfuckers at my house at 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But I might. Who knows? Who knows? But I know I'm gonna have a Royal Rumble party coming up February 1st. So just be there, be square, like a ring. It's your boy, Spaceship Always is incredible. Y'all know what this is, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to New Japan. I watched the New Japan over the weekend. If you get a chance, you need to watch that Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega match from Wrestle Dynasty. That was fucking amazing. Wrestle Kingdom was okay. Zack Sabre was amazing. His match with Shota was cool. David Finley's been pressing me out there too. He's doing a lot of good work there. Shota is okay. Yoda Tsuji. I be on all the wrestling. I be on all the wrestling. So bet that up. But I love y'all so much, man. Y'all are so super duper dope to be in my life. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go to the YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we'll be back to y'all on Thursday, man. Start this new year out. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Always is the Incredible. And as always, beautiful people. Peace. I'm out this thing, y'all.
But he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. But he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I try.